would.
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you and I will kill you. What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want. If you let my daughter go, that'll be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you and I will kill you. Good luck.
That is so crazy.
Oh, people in the audience and the YouTube in general, that what you have just heard and saw is a very nice video made for by a YouTuber. Its name or their name of their channel is There I Ruin It, and I am putting his link or their link to the channel there, so it go and enjoy more of of their work.
It's because I've listened to him before on other stuff, and I fucking find that shit funny.
That's great, man. I saw one this morning right before I come on here. It was Michael Jackson, black or white, with melded with the Man in Black playing at Folsom Prison. Just the guitar riff behind it. It was great, man. It's awesome.
Let's see who is all here. We got Snorty is here. Wow, Snorty beat Gambit here. Where's Gambit? Gambit's not here.
Snortapupus eat Gambit.
Did he?
Maybe.
Emmanuel is here. Good morning. Just come
Safe
to
travels.
say hello. Oh, in the car on the way back from Italy.
Nice.
Have a very safe trip. Are you driving or is Regis driving?
They're probably taking turns.
Well, I'm hoping that she's not driving because she's in the chat.
Well, maybe it's Regis in the chat with her phone.
Yeah.
You never know.
Could be.
However,
I've been having Gary's phone in the car, so who knows?
You know, what's funny is I just read an article where somebody who had never been on the Autobahn before made a mistake of going on the Autobahn thinking that you can drive the entire length of the Autobahn at whatever fucking speed you want. And it's like, no, there are posted speed limits on the Autobahn.
This is about Germany. You should ask
this
that.
is the craziest one. This guy was doing 199 miles an hour, where the speed limit in U.S. speed was 75. The posted speed limit was 75, and they were doing 199.
That's because people don't do their research. They heard somewhere on the internet that Germany has no speed limit on their highways, and they don't research that.
I will tell
I mean,
you,
there's science too, you know?
The funniest thing I saw in person wasn't that. Was people, because there's lengths of time on that road, no place to go to the bathroom. So you'll see people pulled off on the side of the road, peeing and shitting. I saw that myself. That was neat.
When you gotta go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. There you go.
I have never encountered any highway that didn't have places to go at reasonable distances.
I was there in the 70s.
Yeah.
You hadn't even been you weren't even a dirty look in your dad's eye when I was there.
Yeah.
There you go. If you don't like the way I drive, stay off the sidewalk.
Oh God. That reminds me of the time where a motorbike driver in Croatia smared me across a tree because he was driving on the sidewalk. But then he drove off. It sucked. Cracked the rib.
So we are. Oh, Alvin Alpha's here. Look at that. Good morning.
Hi, Alpha.
You came in at a weird time. When isn't it weird here?
Yeah, it's always weird here.
Where were you, Mister?
And he's not even in our chat. He's in Joe's. What the
Oops.
fuck, Gambit? We own you. Come over here.
Come on,
I'm
bro.
joking.
Can't hear it. I'm tisking you. So we're going to be talking about the movie Taken. Now, this was a good movie. I did enjoy this film, but by the time we get to the second and third film, it's like,
Come on.
the second film, he's just like, you're not a good dad. And then it's his wife in the third film, Lenore.
Lenny.
And I got to tell you, if they had decided to kill her in the first film, I would have said good riddance.
Is it still
What an
Famke
annoying
Janssen in the
character.
third film?
He's a
Yes.
horrible person.
Yeah. I didn't know there's more movies.
Yeah, it's 3 movies, and really, I wish he had stopped at one. One was
Well,
enough.
But there are 3 movies because he didn't do what was necessary to do after the first one,
Right, come on.
which is
He didn't finish
go
the
and
job.
track them all.
Yeah, well, he needed to work his way up the bloodline because that's what really was going on, was revenge on him.
Yep. He should have known they were coming for him after that.
And I will tell you that there was a really good actor who was in the second film who plays kind of the main villain in it. And Anima and I have talked about this guy before. His name is
Robert Paulson.
What?
It's an inside joke. His name is
Oh.
Robert Paulson.
So I don't know how to say his name, but he was the leader or villain in Val Kilmer's The Saint.
Oh, yes, that's the actor.
I don't know how to
Russian
say his
actor.
name. Yes, he's Russian. Well, he's Croatian,
Hold on.
but he plays Russians.
Well, but
It's
the one,
Rade is his first name, and his last name, oddly, is Serbazija.
I'm on it.
Is his last name. I don't know how to pronounce that first name. It's Rade, Rade, but I don't know.
Shabagia. Rade Shabagia.
That's his name. Great
Yep.
fucking actor.
Yep, he is.
He was Boris the Blade in Snatch. Oh my God, I love Boris the Blade.
Did you say he was the Blade in somebody's Snatch?
No, I said he was Boris the
That
Blade.
can be interpreted several ways. Phrasing.
I think my favorite film with him. He was also in Eyes Wide Shut, and he was the one who ran the costume shop and had an underage Mimi Sobieski modeling for him, and that creeped me out. But apparently, I guess that was a subplot that got removed from the film by powers that be, with the sudden death of Stanley Kubrick, which has been attributed by some conspiracy theorists to murder. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, because the subplot was, well, Lolita Express. That was the subplot. That he was criticizing Hollywood. My biggest issue with the film is the absurd premise that abducting Western women is easier than importing women from Eastern Europe, which is much easier. But I will say that It's a real thing that's happening. It's happening here in the U.S. We've got an epidemic here in the United States.
It shouldn't be
People
so
don't-
easy, though. I mean, I was a woman traveling alone in my 20s, and I would never have shared a cab with somebody I just met. Never. You don't do that. And
We
they
are
all
one of the
fall for
biggest
it, so-
user importers. Our country is one of the biggest user importers of the sex trade. And that's inexcusable. I'm sorry. It's I watched that movie and read up on all this stuff, you know, because Jim Caviezel film. What was the name of it? Martin, I forgot the name of it.
Sound of Freedom.
Yes,
That
one.
movie's that movie's incredible. One of those films where I know I should watch it again, but I'm saving it for when Anima finally works up the nerve to watch it with me.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
That one is like 7. It's an excellent movie, but man, you
Yeah, but
need,
there's
you need
no
time.
horror scene in it. There's no head in
not
a
it.
box. It's just
You know I
it's
can
the
handle that.
idea that these guys are out there working their ass off to save the world. And I went to see it in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
And I was just blown away at how good it was. And Caviezel's playing a real person that's out there fighting the good fight. And he's actually actively saved children, which is what the movie's about, is him going out there and finally doing the good fight. Instead of like arresting these guys, he's finding out where they're at so he can get them, the children, and then take the bad guys down. Well, I've never seen his edit of the film. Nobody has, because
Nobody
somebody
will
went
ever.
in, took scenes out after he died. They edited it down after he died. That should be a crime to do that to a filmmaker. You should be forced by law to release the film that they made and edited before they died, or at least make it available as the director's cut. And I don't think we'll ever even see the director's cut of that film. And I would be surprised if Spielberg was involved with that, because I don't like that guy.
Yes,
Germany is on the list because prostitution is legal, but the actual brothels, FKK clubs, and
the
alike
elite.
are. Oh, is
And
that
the like.
elite?
No,
And
the
the
like.
I don't know.
Like. Sorry.
Are controlled by various mafias, mainly Turkish and Romanian. I'm not surprised.
I don't know why he throws FKK in there. That just means there are spaces like beaches where people can go nude. That has nothing to do with prostitution or porn industry or whatever.
Yeah, I got to tell you something. I actually at one point really looked into living in one of those communities because I hate clothes that much and always have. I can't stand clothing, but I hate other people's nudity around me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm fucked. It's like, oh well. 7. Wow, that took guts for the director to be very extreme.
Yeah, but
What are we
not
talking about?
visually.
What?
The worst cases you don't see.
Yeah, 7. The thing that really rips you apart is you realize that's her head in the box, his wife. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You have to
What's
see-
in the box?
You know what? You know what is in the box? It's not her head. It's the editor's. It's the director's cut of Why Should I?
Eyes wide shut. That's right. Not allowed to see it. Oh my God. Yeah, when he fucking gets up and you see Kevin Spacey, like, I'm ready for it, and he fucking blows him away. Because his life is over as he knew it.
No, he knew that. Yeah.
You know, that young cop, you know, he's at the beginning of his career, and Morgan Freeman's at the end of his career. And Morgan's like, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Give me your gun. It's in the box.
What's in the box?
Yeah, he really does. He's like he's pleading with him. Tell me what's in that box. He goes, you do not want to know. Because Spacey's character not only killed her, but killed their baby.
Yep. And he didn't even know about it.
Yeah, it's an intense film. I will never watch again. It's one of those films where I just, yeah, that is, it's lives rent free in my head
So well done, because
until I die.
the most horrible scene, you don't see anything. It's like the
Oh, the
shark.
dildo. Yeah, the dildo scene. Yeah.
No,
That's one of
and the
the-
head. You never see the head. You only see the
You
body.
never see the head. It's all implied. But also, I really was disturbed by the
Yeah,
that
the knife though.
the knife dildo. Yeah, I just like nope. People are like, well, what about the soup guy? Nope, that didn't bother me.
Oh, see, and we have a connection with this film because the guy who was forced to use the knife dildo is the
His
friend
friend.
of Brian.
Yeah, the friend that helps him find where they're at and over there in Europe.
Man, that
Good
actor is
actor.
awesome.
He's also
Freaking
in
love
another
him.
film I really like called The Bone Collector, which I believe I will get Anima to watch with me because I said this is like Rear Window. The movie's really good, and she enjoyed Rear Window, and because
Crazy.
like Rear Window, with Jimmy Stewart being trapped in a wheelchair, this guy is trapped in a bed. He's the brains of the operation, and what's her name? Angelina Jolie is his hands out in the world.
So, he's remote piloting Angelina
Yeah,
Jolie.
he is. He kind of is. He's remote piloting her. I like that film a lot. The miniseries, awful. They tried to turn it into a TV series. It was awful. It was bad.
So this was
Speaking of
Avatar
shows like
before
that,
Avatar.
okay, so I was not interested in watching the last iteration of Dexter. I just looked at it and I'm like, this doesn't look interesting to me. It lost what it was about. And what made me sad about that, the last, previous iteration of Dexter, when he came back and he's up there as a logger, terrible writing. I watched the first episode and I'm out. This is not written well. And I said, I don't want to watch it. And I had no intention of watching the new season. What do they call it? It's Dexter
Rebirth? What's
Not-
reborn?
It's
What's
it's
Hang
not
on.
rebirth, but it's like that.
Resurrected?
Resurrected.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, I don't want to watch this season because I was so disappointed with the first episode of the last one. And then I heard it didn't get any better. And then 3 of my friends reported back to me going, holy shit, this season is really fucking good. You're gonna like it. And I went, and then they said, no, seriously. So I went and I watched the first episode. And then I watched the second episode. And then last night I watched all the other new episodes, all the way up until getting caught up while I was working. And I gotta tell you, man, it was fucking good. And what shocks me even most, it doesn't bother me that Peter Dinklage is in it. It's a small part.
Yeah. Never
Never
Dexter
say
never got my
never again. Never.
Dexter never got my attention.
I got to tell you,
ah,
I love the concept of it because it's sort of like, what if Batman
glorifying a killer?
What if Batman? No, what if Batman were insane? Hey, you like the Punisher? You got no room to talk because that's what he does. That's all he does.
Batman
Oh,
is
shit.
insane.
His targets
Yeah.
are other killers. He goes after them, finds them, and then kills them. And I'm like, hey, man, you're saving their tax dollars a lot of fucking money. I liked the character, and what I liked about it is his dad, who rescued him, realized he was fucked up. And so as a cop, he taught him how to have a moral center and to have rules and live by those rules and never go outside those rules. And so therefore he, his rule is never harm decent people. Hunt these killers down and feed your dark passenger because that's what he has.
I
He
understand
has
that, but they should have make it the point of the show that he's not a hero, that he's still a
No, he's an
villain.
anti-hero. No, he's an anti-hero. If you like the Punisher and you call him a hero, you've made a mistake. The Punisher is not a hero, he's an anti-hero. Just like Clint Eastwood and all those westerns, that he made. He's not a hero. He's an anti-hero. He does good, but he's not a good guy. The classic symptom of, hey, you like that? Then I don't like it. But I like Dexter Resurrection. I was shocked because now he realizes he made a mistake with his son. That was in the series. Because if you didn't watch that last series, he eventually tells his son it's okay to shoot him. And he does. But what he doesn't understand is his son isn't him. And he doesn't suffer from what he suffered from. He's different. And he screwed up, and he realizes it in this new season that his son isn't a killer like him. But his son has a drive to hurt people that are bad people. And he's all fucked up because of what his dad convinced him to do. And all this time he thought he murdered his dad when his dad was actually in a coma, in a hospital, on a reservation.
Jesus,
Oh my God. I got to tell you, man, in this movie, Lenore in this movie is absolutely a horrible fucking human being.
She's vindictive towards him. That's why
she's such a fucking bitch to him. And what's worse, what makes it worse is that she does it in front of her daughter and in front of other people. Instead of keeping it when you're fucking private, she is a horrible human being to him in front of other people. And that's just, that is not right, man.
However,
she's kind of ruining her daughter with it.
Wait. However, she's defeated all the time by her own daughter. When she's with her dad, Lenore comes with her rules, and they don't care about the rules in her face. That I like.
Yeah, but she is teaching her daughter to lie, to get her dad to agree to that trip.
And to try to use the dad. And she does try to use her dad.
She absolutely spoiling and ruining that child.
But you got another actor that's a character actor I really like. John Grease plays Casey, another guy that he worked with in the past. Yes. And by the way, the reason we're doing this movie today is he is former Special Forces. And he was, what do they call that? I forgot the word for it. When somebody in the CIA approaches you. No, there's a word for it. Where they induct you. It's a special word, and I can't remember the name of the word. But there's another actor in this movie too, and in fact, he was just in that previous image. That I really do like, and oh my God, his name is David Warshawski. Warshawski is in this, and he plays one of the agents in this. I like that guy as an actor. He usually ends up playing like either cops or bad guys. He has that face.
Yes. I think he was in Supernatural too.
He was what?
In Supernatural, I think he was, and he was a hunter, so kind of a cop.
I didn't know he was in that. I've promised Don Ecker that I will go back and watch the show because I only watched 2 seasons of it. And I'm sorry, I went,
That's
I
okay,
wasn't
Gary.
into it. I
Nobody's
like
better.
supernatural stuff. There he is. There he is, the guy he's talking to right now. He gets him the gig with the rock singer or the pop singer. And it's good money that he needs. There's the guy I was talking.
They served together,
That's Warshawski.
and they want him to rejoin the group because he dropped out. He's done with his past. He was
Yeah,
a
there are
Green
guys
Beret.
that came up through the special forces, Green Berets,
Green Berets, yeah.
and they ended up being brought into doing the same thing Boone does. My buddy Boone, who is one of the snipers in 13 Hours in real life. And Boone, just a cool dude. Just a cool dude.
He is.
And these guys, that's what they were. They were security services, the CIA.
Now,
And-
people, remember, it's not that this actor is short, it's that Neeson is gigantic.
Yep. And if you were always curious how he got that nose, he was a boxer. And he made money at it.
And
Not the first, but he did box.
yes, and he was a school teacher too. So imagine that.
He's done
Now,
a
I
little bit
will
of
point out
everything.
that as much as I hate her in this movie, I've always liked Famke Janssen. I just fucking
Femke
love her.
Janssen is a gorgeous chick.
When she
really
was in
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye,
Xenia
I knew it. I knew you were going there.
as on a top off, come on. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. And I love it when Pierce Brosnan points a gun at her and says, no more.
She's
foreplay."
great as Jean Grey in the X-Men movies too. She's awesome.
She was very good in that too.
He's not that tall. Leland also. He's only 5'7". It's not really impressive for a man.
Liam Neeson is that tall.
He is tall, yeah. But
And Martin
the other
isn't
guy
saying that
isn't exactly.
he says he's really not that short. It's Liam Neeson's
Well,
height that makes him look so short, but he is shorter than. I mean, he's tiny to me.
he's below average, I would say.
Say what? I am
By the way, I just saw the trailer last week to his new movie coming out.
The zombie infectation one.
Yes. And I can hardly wait to fucking see it. I also understand he is in the sequel, and I thought he died at the end of the movie, so I don't know how. Run All Night 2.
What?
It's
He
in
died.
pre-production right now. Yeah, I know. I thought he died. So I'm like, I don't know
prequel,
how.
maybe?
Maybe he's in Memories.
Or
Maybe it's
prequel?
about the son. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
But it's
That-
happening.
That is a good movie too. People, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Go see it.
Well, anyway, the movie that I saw the trailer to this last week is called Cold Storage. If it spreads, you are dead. And what shocked me in watching the trailer is the kid from Stranger Things is in it.
Yes.
And he's in a main character, Joe Keery. He's never been in anything other than Stranger Things. I've never seen him in anything else. And it's like, all of a sudden, he's like in this fucking movie, and he comes up, and it's like, oh, it's the kid from Stranger Things.
and
Emma watched it with me.
I like that he's going the comedy route.
Yeah.
The kid.
Because I
He's
think
good
he's
for
good
that.
at comedy. Yeah, he's very good for comedy. I liked it that he's the bad guy at first in Stranger Things, but then you realize you've misunderstood him. He isn't the reason why some of those things happen. And he ends up getting angry at his friend for being the one who did it. Yes, he's a jerk, but he tries to become a better person by the end of the season. It just shocked me. I was like, oh, crap. And I kind of like that when they do that in a film and you give you somebody who you think is going to be a villain and he's not. It's just he misunderstands things and he is misunderstood. There she is, and she's being, early on, she was kind of a twat to him, and then he saves her, and then all of a sudden now she's like, I want to fuck you, and it's like, no, I'm not interested. Well,
No,
I'll help your
she's
daughter.
Jesus
But
Christ.
oh,
Just
oh my god.
she's thankful and wants to help his daughter if she's any good.
Yeah, that's okay.
She's half his age. Jesus Christ, Gary.
Half
Oh, some girls
half
don't care about that, and some guys don't care. I used to get after a friend of mine. I won't say his name because, man, as he hit his 50, he was still going after 18-year-old girls. I'm like, dude, stop.
That's just gross.
Just stop. Just stop. It's just inappropriate, man. Oh, this is the one that really irks the shit out of me because the girl gets up, has a tantrum, and runs from the scene.
But first of all,
And-
she wanted a
Fam-
father-daughter lunch date. Then she brings her mom and tries to manipulate him. It's all fucked up.
So
And
she's
then,
learned well from the bad mother.
she-
Nice.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. And what I was trying to say was that she has enforced bad behavior with her daughter. She's reinforced it to the point that she feels at her age that it's okay to get up and storm away from a table because she didn't get her way. Okay, yeah. The minute you said all that, I was like, eh. And then you got to right-wing conservative political activists. I'm like, okay, I will give her a chance.
I don't think actors or any famous people should be political activists, but okay.
I think you can be a political activist on your own time. What you do with your own
Yeah.
fucking time is your business. It's when they do it at events, use that as it's like, yeah, it's so inappropriate. It's like, well, what are you going to do it? It's like on your own fucking time. If you are there for a movie that you're promoting or to receive an award for, fucking shut up.
Exactly. That's not your personal time. You're being
And
paid for
is
that.
it your time?
Yeah.
You think
Now-
it is not.
Now, the biggest plot hole in this movie is this mom. She's okay with sending. She knows what's happening. She knows that her underage teenage girl,
17-year-old daughter.
yeah, are gonna go tour by herself and another female friend for the whole Europe. She's married to an ultra rich guy. They
Chasing
can
a rock
afford.
band.
They can
They can
afford.
afford security.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was dumb. In fact, why they don't have some kind of security, I don't know. In fact, another plot hole.
The guy has a
He-
private plane.
Brian Mills should have secretly, quietly gone along and shadowed his daughter without them knowing.
Hmm.
Even if he had his own security, he still could have gone, taken the time off. You gotta make sure there are a lot of things that could have been done to avoid this. That is a failure in the writing, I think. But you're supposed to. That's the director, writer, producer. Yeah, but why? That's what they're doing.
Speaking of which, I didn't know that Luc Besson was involved in the writing. Man, he went dark in this one.
Yeah.
Who?
Luc Besson.
Oh, Luke's son.
Besson. Luc Besson.
Luc Besson, Gary.
Oh,
One
I
whose
thought
name
you
you want to
son.
say.
Yeah, I know who Luc Besson is. I thought you were saying his son, like someone's son. Okay, I got you. So Luc Besson went dark. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like so many of his stories anyway. But this is a very dark film. The fact that it deals with the sex trafficking. And by the way, I sent a scene to you this morning, and before I went to bed, that I wrote last night. Did you read it?
Yeah, I did.
And
I like everything you do. I just think it's time to stop adding scenes to this book if you ever want to finish it.
okay, I'm going to tell you one more fucking time. I'm the writer, and I don't have
I
any
know.
writers, and these are essential scenes. So
And I
stop
get
telling
why
me.
why you added this
Stop
one.
telling me not to do my job, because it answers an issue within the story. I won't
I
do it
know.
unless it answers an issue in the story. So please stop telling me
I just said I get why you
to
added this one.
stop doing my job. And I sent it to you because I want to know if you liked it. I also sent it to Mac
I did.
because I think it's a really intense fucking scene. And it's a
Yeah.
one-on-one thing. This is a moment where John does something to one person in the story where you get to see him test his skills against another guy. And I need to add some stuff to it. I need to add something, the conversation with this one character and one of the main villains in the story, the conversation, because they've clearly worked together in the past. And I need to add just one thing in there where he says, "Hey man, you've always been my fast gun." That's all you got to say. You've always been my fast gun. And I thought about it, this morning when I got up going, oh, I need to add that. I've had sleep. I'm like, oh man, yeah. Because I write a lot when I'm tired. And see, I'm not tired right now. Do you know why? I didn't say tired.
Please.
No, that's what I say when I'm tired. But my Virginia accent really comes out when I'm tired. And I'm more relaxed, and you'll hear it in some of the things I say. Recruited. I'm shocked that 11 Alpha didn't know that word. Recruited is the word I was looking for, Alpha, earlier. When the CIA recruits you,
he's talking
they
about
approach you, usually in the military. If you're serving in the military and you've got special skills, they'll approach you and they'll try to recruit you right out of the military. A movie in France with a very young woman, of course, Luc Besson is involved with. Yeah. He made Fifth Element, left his wife for a much younger woman, and then she broke up with him and is still married to another director who I think should be taken out and pistol whipped for getting her. It's Lilu from and we're going to do that movie, by the way. I really want the Fifth Element.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
He
that
started
movie.
banging her.
I never thought you liked that movie.
I do. I just don't. They tried to say it's the next Blade Runner. I went, no, it's not.
No, not at all. But
I think
great
that movie's
effects.
probably one of
It
the most
reminded me of the
overhyped
heavy metal
movies of all time. So
yeah, I think it's overhyped. I think that it's like one of those heavy metal comics that you.
yeah,
I
that's
enjoyed,
exactly what it
was,
looks like. It looks like
it's
something
not
out
as
of-
good as Harry Canyon. It's not as good as Harry Canyon, but I liked Harry Canyon in heavy metal, and I thought it was kind of interesting what they did with it in the movie Heavy Metal. But I've always wanted a full fucking movie on Harry Canyon. I fucking love that story. But I was an actual reader back when I was legally not allowed to read that magazine. I was reading that magazine. Do you know what I did, Martin? How I got away with it?
Wow.
Do you know the store called 7-Eleven in the United States?
Yeah. We have them here.
Well, they had magazine racks. And if it wasn't porn went behind a glass case up above, and you had to ask for permission to get to it. Okay. Heavy Metal was put out as a science fiction magazine. So it was out at 7-Eleven on their magazine rack. And I would go in there. And when I discovered that, I went in with my dad one day, gonna get me a big slushy, hey, Dad, can I get a candy bar? Hey, what is that? It's a new issue of Starlog. Hey, there's Starlog. Oh my God, 7-Eleven carries Starlog. What is that? Heavy Metal. What cool artwork on the cover. I'm going to check this out. There are tits and penises in this. And I'm looking around like, is someone going to jump out and stop me? No. I am a kid and I'm reading porn.
That's right.
In the guise of science fiction. And that's how I started reading it. because the 7-Eleven by our apartment complex had it on the fucking magazine rack with Starlog and other sci-fi magazines, Cinefantastique. I shit you not. It was there with Analog and what was that other sci-fi magazine? No, it was regular Time magazine size. I can't remember it. So, but yeah, I got to tell you, because of what Luc Besson did, I've often wondered if he's one of those people. I like his writing and all, but I would be surprised if that came out one day. He gets busted for something. Yeah, biker bags were good, but the problem was like the serious ones behind a case. It wasn't like it was locked; it was hard to get to. And I just remember that Omni was a good one. I loved Omni. That was my fucking reading back in the day. But Omni's not the one I'm talking about. All right, there. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Science Fiction Age magazine. In fact, the Star Trek art print that I did for FXM sold out because of Science Fiction Age magazine. That was the only magazine he sold it in, and he sold all of them. That magazine.
Look how stupid they are. They aren't just sharing a taxi with him. Her friend Amanda is giving away that the cousins who this apartment belongs to are away in Madrid.
Yeah.
Idiotic.
Giving all that information because he's a pretty
You should know better at 19. But yeah, she has the hots for him.
She says it later. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed with him. You just met him.
Yeah, because he told them about a party and they want to go there. What to do with all these girls. And they fall for it. And I'm like, why? Who raised you to be so naive?
Yeah, I have a feeling that one day it's going to come out that he visited Lolita Island. I remember I've always been troubled by it, but it's true. It is true. But on the TV show Penn and Teller Bullshit, they said that the age that you are mature enough to sexually interact with somebody else is 17. And I'm like, it's not that I have an argument with that. My argument is that you are biologically, but you're not emotionally mature enough. And that's why I have a problem with it. But in the state of Arizona, age of consent was 17. So when my daughter moved out, I was against it. I told her, I said, I'd rather you wait until you're 18 and save up some money, but she didn't want to listen to me. And I'm not going to complain about it because, like, I'm very proud of her. But
young people do stupid shit.
I told her, I said, I moved out at 17, but I was forced to. I'm not forcing you. I'm telling you, I'm trying to teach you how to do things. Yeah, I loved it when she snapped out at me one day. She said, you just want slave labor from me. I went, for what? Dishwashing? I have to wash everything you wash because you're terrible at it. You're going to kill someone one day. It's been a running joke. I'll find out with her boyfriend who does the dishes. Yeah, you make sure she doesn't do it. She'll kill you. And
it's called
but she's
weaponized
gotten
incompetence.
better. My daughter finally has gotten good at it, you know. But she acted like I want her to do dishes. I said, if you were a slave and you considered your work that good, I would have sold you. You're that bad at what you're doing because I have to redo everything you do. And I said, so yeah, go somewhere else with that. I needed slave labor because you're fucking retarded saying that. Yeah, I don't.
You know, someone in YouTube has their finger hovering on the cancel this channel.
Did
Put
you
it
Yeah.
right.
meet anyone on the plane? So the dad starts asking immediately the questions you need to ask. And this is the scariest part of this movie.
Well, she's finally on the phone with him, and then she sees men break into the apartment and take Amanda.
The scariest part of this is what he has to say to her.
Yeah.
He says,
That
go
line.
in the other room and hide. So she goes in there and he tells her, he says, this is the hardest part of this. You're going to be taken.
That man,
I
that line
can't-
hits you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing you can do to avoid it. I got to go, by the way,
Is-
guys. Take it easy.
All right.
Good to see you.
See you, Joe.
Bye,
Bye,
Joe.
Joe.
See ya.
See you, buddy.
Well, that and later when he forces basically forces Lenore to hear what the guy has to say about the window that they have to find her and everything. She has to know. That's hard too.
Yeah, you helped make this happen.
I know, yeah.
And that is what I refer to as the moment that the chicken comes home to nest.
Yeah.
Or rooster,
And the-
however you want to say it.
Other thing that the stepfather, he should have imposed himself, saying, "I am going. I don't care if you need me or not. I am
Oh,
going. I can get you
he's
resources on the
useless.
spot." No, but he could have done that. He could have done
Yeah.
just to be a resource manager.
And
provider.
you have to ask the question right here. Is this a failure of the parents or just the writer?
Writer.
That's who's at fault here.
Yeah.
They need these people to be that incompetent so that they could tell that story.
That movie right there, Alpha, as much as I love Leon's character, I am so glad that he, Jean Reno, is a better person than Luc Besson.
Yeah.
He refused
Absolutely.
to do that. He refused to have that kind of feeling returned to her. He approached that as somebody who was protective of a child, whereas Luc Besson put this whole sexual thing in there, and it was so inappropriate. And it tells you, it absolutely, Alpha, that's a window into that man's soul, that he's got a problem. And people want to call them pederasts, and I'm like, no, there is a different term.
Ephebophilia.
Good luck explaining that to somebody and not sound like you're a pederast.
Yes.
So I just don't bother anymore. I'm like, yeah, pederast, yeah. You know, I understand diagnoses. I understand words and the importance of their meanings. But you try to explain that to people, and they just look at you funny and say, okay, I'm just going to stop trying to explain shit to you. That there are 3 phases: the prepubescent, pubescent, post-pubescent. And they all 3 have different names. And it's the prepubescent one that's referred to as with the word PED in it.
Yeah. The thing is, people assume that if you're explaining something is because you agree with it. And that's not true.
Not true. Now, this is something that made Liam Neeson famous. And I mean, I've been a fan of his since the 80s. And but this put him over the top, this bit of dialogue that he delivers. I don't know who you are. If you want money, I don't have any. But he should have said, but I know somebody who does.
He should have used this guy's resources other than just the plane to get there.
Yeah, it's like he's just
Why
a guy
is he
in the
on his
background.
own?
He's mentioned, but he's not really an important character because he's pretty much gone by the second movie. You know,
Hey,
good actor, by the way. The guy that plays the stepdad.
Yes,
I
love him in 24.
Again, Xander Berkeley is such a great fucking character actor. What was that movie he did with Pam Anderson? What was it called? Barbed Wire.
Barbed Wire.
I fucking hate her character in that movie. I'm not a fan of Pam Anderson, but I watched that movie from beginning to end because he is so good in it.
Well, she did good in The Naked Gun.
Actually, that's the first movie I've ever seen her in where I enjoyed her. on screen.
Mm.
And she's changed as a person. She's a completely different person today than she used to be. I love her anti-makeup thing. I like everything about her today. By the way, I love it when there's a joke about are you Marco from Volusia? It's like almost everybody from there is named Marco. I love the joke within the film about that.
No.
This right here is another writing problem because it says if you want ransom, I have no money. He knows
Well,
somebody
that's what I
who
mean.
has money.
He knows somebody.
He
Is
could have
her
bought
stepdad?
her. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just said that like a minute ago that he could have got money because he says when he says the ransom thing, I'm like, well, actually, you do know somebody with money.
Yeah.
But it's again, that's when the director writer goes, shh, shh, shh.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Hey, dude, have you seen this monologue said by Seth MacFarlane in Kermit the Frog voice?
Oh my God, yes, I have. It's funny as shit. Now I'm going to point something out to you because I was trying to say it a minute ago, and I want to get back to it. Is that this threw him over the top as a movie star? He's no longer an actor. He is a movie star because of this movie, and the dialogue he delivers right here at this moment, to Marco on the other end, is so over the top that when he gets mobbed by people still to this day, someone will ask him, will you record that into my phone for my outgoing message?
Most of his friends has asked him that.
And he did it live on the Graham Norton show.
Yep.
With someone in the audience. And he did it on the show, and I thought it was fucking great. He's got a great sense of humor as a guy. And what's amazing is, and his life is so tragic because what happened to his wife, Amanda Richardson.
That's why, while everybody's apparently taking shots at him for his new relationship with Pam Anderson, I said, man, I'm happy for both of them. They have
She's in the right age group. She's fine. I think that's great.
And she had bad.
Just make sure to get that
bad
hepatitis
judgment.
shot.
They had been alone for too long.
Did you hear my joke? Did anybody hear my joke? No, you didn't.
No.
I said, just make sure to get your hepatitis shot.
Oh. Yeah, that was the little gift that Tommy Lee gave her to.
Keeps on giving. That's right. Well done, Tommy Lee. And I am proud to say that I am one of the people who's never seen that adult film that they made. And they released.
Oh my God. 11 Alpha from
Really? 11 Alpha? Is your name Marco?
His middle name. It's Marco.
Yeah, once again, he is a vital character in the story, but he's not a main character, but he is a vital character because he's the one that runs the intel for him. He needs to hear it. So she knows how wrong she was for the shit time she gave me. And because I got to tell you, it's not just the daughter, the wife, ex-wife is a fucking spoiled, self-absorbed bitch. And this is her moment. What all that brought her and her daughter. It was. I wouldn't say it's a turning point. It wasn't like he had a failed career. It was just, I mean, he's fucking 50 when he did this, right? 40, late 40s, in 08, early 50s. And
Well,
man, he's a fucking action star at a late time in his life. But he has skills in fighting. He really does. And so it was easy to train him.
He's born 52. So you can do the math.
He was 52 when he made this, or he's born in 52.
No, he's born in 52. So he was 56.
6.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah. Impressive.
Most
He is.
impressive. You cannot say that word in front of me and not expect a Vader impersonation.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the best thing of the sequel, the second film, was Alex Clare. I think that's the name. Alex Clare's song that was used in the film, and it had already been released. It was a song I was aware of at the time. I was a fan of his music, and because he does a lot of blues.
I wouldn't go that far, Gambit. I know it's a personal point of view for me, but I still hate Darkman.
I was okay with it. It wasn't great, but I did enjoy it for what it was worth.
Fortunately, the next movie he made after Darkman, I think it was Rob Roy, and man, that is a good movie.
I love the movie Rob Roy. Okay, here you go. This is the song by Alex Clare. It was used in the movie Taken 2. It's a really cool song. What's really cool is if you hear the original mix of it, it is not a fucking, a dance song. It is a blues song, rough edges to it. And then he had a new producer come in and rework it and turned it into a fucking hit. And next thing you know, it's in the movie. And they bought the rights to it. It's the song that ends Taken 2. Alex Clare.
I must
Hey,
confess,
Cam.
I have seen the 3 Taken movies. I can only remember the first one.
It's the only good one. It's the only good one. Hey, Kingsport Callis here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Kingsport. I'm sorry, Kings. It's a personal failure of mine then.
You
disappointing us? Yeah, I know. Yeah, you disappoint us all the time.
No. That one is on purpose. The Darkman guy.
What is it with you and porpoises? Leave them alone.
So weird. Hi, Lady V.
Oh my goodness. Lady V, I want to thank you and John. What a great gift you sent me this weekend. Thank you.
And he's not even telling me what it is.
John and Lady V are patrons of mine and for this show. And I deeply appreciate it. They send love every once in a while. It's just so kind when they do that. I don't ask that of people. And when they do that on their own volition, it just makes me feel like I'm doing something good. And I got to tell you, we have a good team here. I love hanging out with you guys in the morning. I miss it when Joe has to go. But look, man, when you got to shit, you got to shit. Oh, he says it's about his mom, but I think he takes stool softeners and has to go. That's the story that lives in my head, that he's got a problem with poop.
That's your headcanon. Okay. Please.
Well, this absolutely letting men be men is something that's been absent for a while. Henry Cavill's been pushing for it. Tom Cruise pushes for it. That it's okay to be masculine. That toxic masculinity is a construct. It literally is a construct that was created. And it's a lie that if masculine is toxic, then femininity can be toxic. And I call bullshit on that. There are toxic people with toxic behaviors, but a gender cannot be fucking toxic. And it's a lie. And now there's a big fuck up here, but this one is one I forgive. When Liam shows up at the airport and finds the kid and does that entire chase down, right, this whole scene coming up, I just fucking love this scene because he is trying to have a controlled situation in a situation where it's impossible to fucking control it.
Yeah.
There are so many things happening around you in this situation. It's happening to him. Like, who is this guy that pulls him out of the fucking taxi and starts wailing on him? Like, I don't know if he's associated with him or not. He's probably someone thinking that he's beating on some kid and fucking trying to help, a bystander. But he
No, he's a
fucks this
spotter.
guy up. You don't know. In this situation, I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't know who these people are. That's why I tell people, you know, bar fights look so cool in movies. They are not cool in
No.
real life. You don't know where it's going to come from. And you have to be on high alert. And when you have been drinking, not the best time to try to be on high alert. Bar fights are a fucking
look at
nightmare.
this troll here. Huh?
Of
11.
course, a man would say that. Of course, a man would say that. Fuck you, Alpha.
It goes on.
Look at this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. You are welcome. I swear to God, the first time I heard that toxic come out of my daughter's mouth, I went, don't use that word around me.
Ouch, Cam. Getting personal.
I'm sorry. Rob Roy is toxic as hell. He's got to save and protect that woman that he loves.
We need
Bye-bye,
Bill
beautiful woman.
Barkley here representing.
You brute. Hey, isn't that the window? Isn't that the same window that Michael Jackson threw his baby up in the air on?
Oh my God.
Hey, it's Kevin Spacey's French cousin.
Yes.
I was waiting.
Yes.
I was giving you your chance.
The less creepier version.
And now he's, you know, he feels like he's been, you know, exonerated. And I'm like, you still have allegations against you. It's just some of the people somehow died suddenly.
Man,
God, he looks like Kevin Spacey here. It's fucking weird
Yep.
looking.
this guy was lucky that Mills didn't kill him.
I got to be
Lucky.
honest with you. I was shocked when Brian Mills shoots his wife in the arm. It's just a flesh wound. People
Yeah.
die from flesh wounds all the fucking time.
That was a little over the top.
But hey, he wants his fucking daughter and he ain't fucking around. And so I'm like, all right, I'm letting this go because I'd probably do the same thing for my kid. Anybody in the way
Mm-hmm.
gets between me and the safety of my child. Because I
It's
told
not
you know,
just
one of the
that,
hardest
it's-
things, the hardest thing you have to face as a dad or as a parent, period, but especially speaking from the perspective of a dad, is understanding. You think you can protect your kid, and you can say things like, "I will always take care of you." You know, I'm gonna. Is knowing and understanding that you can't watch over them 24/7, and that something could happen to your kids, and
Mm-hmm.
that is one of the hardest things I had to face with my daughter because I never felt that way with my boys. I felt that way with my daughter. Like, oh
And I
my
have
God.
4 of those.
And you know, it's like it ended up in a funny moment because I would always meet her at the bus stop. And this one day I was just exhausted because I'd been up all night working and I overslept and I woke up and I looked at my computer clock and I'm like, oh my God, where is she? And like I walked to the bus stop looking around. I went to Hardee's across the street looking for her, nowhere. Finally called this, get back to my apartment. I called the school in a panic. And the lady on the other end of the phone says, honey, calm down. Clearly your clock didn't change on your computer. It's not. They don't get out of school for another 15 minutes. And I remember sitting there with this face. Thank you. And I hung up the phone and I just sat there going, you fucking idiot. But the panic that was in me, because I tell people when you've experienced the kidnapping, it changes you. And that was part of the PTSD, that panic of not knowing where she was and thinking that I'd been woke up late and missed her. But that was the thing I went through with Zoe. And she understands it now. We talked about it to the point where she understands that I was traumatized by her kidnapping, not knowing where she was or if I'd ever see her again. And that's why I fucking love this movie so much, because it deals with the guy dealing with that. And he knows he only has so many hours. It's that, what do they call it? It's 72 hours, right?
96.
96 hours from when they're taken.
So
if
bye
you
bye
want to have
forever.
a chance of getting him. And if you don't make it in that window, you're likely never going to find them. There's a good chance you're not going to find them anyway.
Well, he has important clues leading him to these people, because his daughter gave a description before they took her, or while they were taking her. She was yelling out everything she could see. And the guy who lured the people to share a cab, he got his reflection on the photo.
This whole scene right here, what amazes me here is that I'm trying to figure out, what is he doing? Is he's trying to provoke the pimp.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he can get a listening device on him.
But when
He's
I
bugging
was
him.
watching it the first time, I thought he wanted to lure the pimp, to kidnap him and interrogate him. I never thought that he was going to put a mic.
A mic, and possibly GPS device on him, because GPS did exist in the 2000s.
Oh yeah.
My company used it when we traveled from Missouri to Louisville, Kentucky, Louisville. We went down there for a truck show. My boss showed that all of us who had mobile phones, he was able to track where we were at all times. And I went, lose my phone number. I don't want you doing that. I don't want to be followed. That was back in 2000. Yeah, I was in 2000 before the company got sold.
This poor translator, he doesn't know what he's doing. They're saying really not nice things about you. You really want to hear them, all of them. I don't know what's going on here. You don't need to. Poor guy.
Martin, 4 daughters, yes. And he took them bowling one night a year ago. They kicked his ass.
All of them. His wife and his daughters handed his ass to him.
Yep, he was emasculated by all the women in his house.
Dude, if your
That trip is
masculinity
never going
is
to go
hanging off
away,
the thread
Martin.
of a bowling game, you have problems.
I learned very quickly. Any woman I ever taught the game rummy to, after I taught them, would immediately kick my ass. And I get so irritated by that. And I stopped wanting to play rummy with anybody I taught rummy to, because I taught them too well. And my daughter, my ex, her mother, I taught how to play rummy. I'll never teach a woman how to play rummy again. Fuck that noise. Kicked my fucking ass.
See, instead
I
of
will
feeling
say-
bad, you should feel proud that you are the best rummy teacher ever.
Yeah, right?
Not me, man, because I'm so
Absolutely.
competitive. I have a very competitive nature. When I drank, I was a competitive drinker. Like, if anybody fucking started some shit about me, I could drink more than you. I'm like, fuck you. I'll kick your ass. Let's go. But I love the game Rummy. It's one of my favorite games, and it's one of the few games I have on my phone, because I can play AI Rummy if I'm offline, or if I'm on Wi-Fi, I can play other people. That's fun. I like playing Rummy. Not gin Rummy, Rummy, which is the game my grandmother taught me. She taught me as a kid. The nightmare of your daughter saying "I love you" and she's missing. We're seeing
Oh,
it, by the way, Gambit. I saw this, and I absolutely agree with you. In so much, there's a lot of laziness in Hollywood, but we're seeing a resurgence right now. But some of the same executives are out there that don't want to make anything new, lazy cocksuckers.
that's the girl he
I
rescued because she has
absolutely.
his daughter's jacket.
Oh, rum is better than gin. All right, yeah. I'm not talking to you anymore, Alpha.
He's talking about drinks, rum, and
Yeah, I know. I think
and
one of my
yes,
favorite things there is when he hits a guy in the back of the fucking neck.
Yeah,
I'm like, God damn, man, it's a good way to kill a guy.
that's
Hitting
just
him
the
on the
first time
spine.
where he fucks up everybody who's confronting him. He's a machine. And he gets the girl out. What he doesn't get is much information. Well, the building with the red door, that's helpful.
I will tell you this. You've not lived this life until you get introduced to Bert Kreischer telling the machine story for the first time, having never heard it before. It's one of the
yeah,
funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. And it's a true story. I
Okay.
think Bert's had to get help. He's got some problems. Booze and chemical. He has addictions. First of all, he has addictive personality. Hence why so much shit happened to him. That's why it happens to him that way. He has impulse issues. That's why he ended up going into so much. By the way, when he drives through that fucking Connex, I fucking love that.
Yeah.
And then later drove through a building. It wasn't a building. It was a mobile trailer.
yeah.
At least he honks before he does it, so they can like get out of the way.
I am not a fan of sugary drinks, but I don't know what they make mudslide with, but goddamn, I'm a chocoholic, man. I love chocolate. And I was out with some friends at a TGIS, and someone says, "You need to try a mudslide." And I'm like, all right. And so I tried. I was like, God damn, that was good. I don't know what was in that, but it was really fucking good. And I'm sure, gin mixed in with chocolate milk. Yeah, I'd probably like that. My one complaint about this film, but it got worse with each sequel, are the quick cuts. I dislike
Yeah.
action scenes with quick cuts. And they got it right with the first Jason Bourne film. And then every Jason Bourne film after that, they started doing quick cuts. And people want to see the clean action. They like that. And people are like, no, they want quick. And I'm like, the people who like quick cuts do not outnumber the people who like a good action scene. There are more of us. And this is the problem with Hollywood. They don't know that. Somebody tells them something and they go, "Oh, that's got to be gospel." They're fucking idiots in Hollywood. Oh, I know. It became a meme. Yeah. It's like going over the fence. Like, you did 3 cuts for him going over the fence? Why? Why would you do that? What's the necessity of doing 3 cuts of him going over the top of a fence? It was dumb.
Annoying.
Well, at least he got through over the fence. Obi-Wan couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't figure out how to go around the fence.
No,
Is his problem.
No, he can't do that. No, it's against the rules. The Jedi Code forbids it.
Yeah. Oh, the gate's down. We can't go through. It ends right there. Just go around it. And there's a building there, the guard building. You can go around that. And then all of a sudden, the stormtroopers pile out of that fucking carrier, and there's too many for him to deal with. I'm like, I'm fucking done. This is just awful. Yeah, I really am not a fan, Gambit, of shaky camera stuff.
I hate
That's
it.
Are you ready? Where it got started?
Mhm.
G.I. Jane. And Ridley Scott and Tony Scott had talked. And so they got this wild idea. And in the action scene, the battle scene at the end, they began doing crazy shaky cam shit. It was all in camera. And it looked fucking awful. It looked like somebody didn't know how to do their fucking job as a camera operator. If this scene where he finds the girl and he's trying to help this girl to get information from her, this is all tough, man.
Mm.
There
Nobody
you
Scary
go.
decided
bird.
to show.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
And we never find out what happens to this girl. She just disappears at some point
Yeah, in the story.
because she gives him the hint with the building with the red door, and that's all you get from her. So not needed after
Did she
that.
live? We don't know.
Well, being he the man who is, I think he would have told the innkeeper, who's his friend, to call the authorities or a hospital.
Yeah. He would have made sure she gets home safe.
Yes, he cannot deliver her because he would be immediately arrested.
Yeah.
So probably he put her someplace and did a call and somebody found her. It's likely.
This is when
how
he figures out that his friend is dirty. And that's why he shoots his wife in the arm, because he's beyond angry that he's not just aware of what's happening. He's part of why it is happening, because the police gets paid to look away by these guys.
It's interesting. StreamYard's not letting me scroll through the videos.
Really?
So,
I can.
so I'll play this video for Bill arriving.
That's it. Show's over.
I can't stand him. A lot of people are like praising Ridley Scott's shooting of the battle at the beginning of Gladiator. I fucking hated it. I got so aggravated. Well, I wanted to give you the chaos of war. War is chaos. You don't have to do anything with the camera other than be close, and that gives you the chaos. You don't need to do all these quick, shaky cuts. Fucking Ridley Scott. I love Ridley, but I fucking hate him too. I didn't read that. What did he say?
Oh, he watched Ick with Brandon Routh.
I don't think I've seen that one. Is that the new film that he did, the horror film?
It must be.
I think it is.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, anybody who understands how SEER training is done calls bullshit on that fucking movie, G.I. Jane. That would never fucking happen. And I'm a big fan of Viggo Mortensen. That fucking wouldn't happen in SEER training. What's his safe house? So yeah, it's a good point. So that's probably what he did. Is he probably got a hold of him and had him tell him where to drop her off, and there you go. And he would probably do the call for him. They just didn't feel the necessity to show it. Now, I always thought Brian Mills' character, I would love to have seen a prequel of that with a younger person showing what they used to do. But then
That
they
would
made
be
the TV
interesting.
series, and the TV series was just fucking awful.
Ah,
Okay, my favorite moment in the show. Are you ready for this, Martin? So
Okay.
he wants to make a time bomb out of a car. So he opens up the gas tank. Okay, so the gas tank's open with
Hmm.
gasoline in it, and he takes a cigarette, lights it, and then sets it on the lip of the gas tank.
But the vapors are going to get
No, no, no,
ignited.
no, 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 no! Don't worry about logic. Don't worry about how the real world works with gas. That it's not the liquid that burns; it's the
Yeah,
fumes. You know. No, 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 no. I was out when I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. This is fucking stupid.
who was Brian on the show? I didn't know there was a show.
Um, I don't know. I didn't have a problem with him as an actor. I thought he was okay. His name is Clive Standen.
Don't know.
And they had some good stuff. They had Adam Goldberg in it. They had Jennifer Beals in it. I liked both of them, but fuck you. That TV show is so fucking stupid. I'm like, and people go, no, it's really good. And I'm like, shut up. Just stop. And, and anybody, what I do in this life, when I meet somebody and they recommend a film or a TV show to me that I've seen and know is stupid, I never listen to that person's opinion on anything ever again.
Uh,
You only hurt yourself when you recommend bad stuff.
I am seeing the IMDb page. This guy is too young to be Brian Mills.
Well, he was supposed to be at the beginning of his career. Well, I wanted
Oh,
to see him in the military. I didn't want to see him in,
as a spook.
yeah, I wanted to see the team working together. They did it all wrong. It was dumb. It was a bad show. Yeah, G.I. Jane had so many problems. I had issues with it. It looks like Ridley Scott deliberately attempted to make stuff befuddling with his camera. That's exactly what it is. Basically, I think, he wants to make movies and make them look like the way his brain works. And I don't think that's a great way to look at things. You should always think of the audience first. Yeah, there you go, Cam. There you go. Boom, baby. You had one fucking job, Ridley. And what's even pissed me off even more and broke my heart, because I'm a big Ridley Scott fan. But the movie Prometheus made me accept the fact that Ridley Scott is not a very good director. He doesn't know how to tell stories. He's really good when he's got a good script. But if he starts fiddling around with that script,
And obviously, he doesn't know how to run from the path of a thing. It's coming up to you.
also, let me point something out. I don't think he understands irony. Because I love the movie Black Hawk Down. But the name of the movie was Black Hawk Down, Leave No Man Behind. That's how the movie's released on the poster.
yep.
It's not used as a tagline. It's called Black Hawk Down, Leave No Man Behind. And what does he do at the end of that movie?
Leaving a man behind. And only
left
giving
a
us the
man behind.
text that they went back for him. That made me
Yeah,
angry.
it's like
No, they
I'm
didn't
like-
went back for him. They negotiated his
they
return.
negotiated and got him back, but they left a man behind. And being, if you understood irony, that would have been part of the story. Okay? But it's not. And that pissed me off. I'm like, if you are a director, you better fucking understand irony. It's essential to good storytelling. what's this one? Stand Your Ground. I've got it right now, and I haven't watched yet. The Pickup, I knew I was going to hate that movie 7 minutes in. I got 7 minutes in, and I fucking was so annoyed with that movie. I said, I'm going to stick through this, and I watched it for 39 minutes, trying to find something to like. And I got to 39 minutes, and I wanted every character in that movie to be murdered viciously. It was so stupid. The premise is stupid. It's stupid. But, well, no, it was stupid. It's a stupid idea. The premise is stupid. You've got guys that are armed guards, and they've got little holes designed to poke your weapons out of, right? Only time they use the hole is for the bad guy to push a grenade through. Good luck. That's not how that fucking works. And the one time he starts fucking using the gun, he opens the fucking back of the rig to do it. He opens the door. I gave up on that fucking movie. At 39 minutes, I tried. It's the dumbest fucking movie I've ever seen. It's so fucking dumb. And by the way, you've got Eddie Murphy and one of the most talentless fucking hacks I've ever seen in my name, that Davidson kid. He's never been funny. He's not funny. Stop pushing him on us. He's not funny.
That is why I didn't see it. When I saw him in the poster, I said, no. Yes, Gambit, Ridley should be retired.
Yeah, Ridley's, look, man, Prometheus is when I felt he should stop. And he won't. It's like he refuses. Now, he works good when he works with his kids as an executive producer. I like that, because Raised by Wolves, I actually liked it. The second season was rough, but I still liked it. I love the cast. I love the premise. It's scary. You'll like Stand Your Ground because there's a law where he can deal with bad guys inside his own house. Yeah, it's like I grew up in Virginia. Doctrine. I grew up in Virginia, and the law, it was Castle Doctrine in Virginia. And a cop once said to me, he says, if somebody breaks in your house, you shoot them, and they fall outside your house, drag them back in. Cops advise people to do that. Drag them back in your house. He's very self-indulgent, and he broke every rule he helped create with Alien when he made Prometheus. That no matter, even if you do the smartest thing, you could still die. By the way, this torture scene, holy shit.
Yeah.
The thing that amazes me is the distended veins in his neck when he gets electrocuted. I'm like, how does he do that? He did, man. That's not CG. That's his fucking veins. Holy shit. I cannot stand Kingdom of Heaven. People have wanted to sit down and talk to me about that movie. And I'm like, it's not a good movie. They're like, oh, come on, baby. I'm like, oh, it's got great scenery in it. It's beautiful. Got some really cool action scenes. Whoa. It's a bad movie.
I'm not hating you.
What?
I didn't hear anything you said.
When?
Right now. Before when you were talking about the Kingdom of Heaven.
Were Anima, you able to hear me, Anima?
Oh, I think she's not here.
Yeah, she's a cat.
Oh well.
I love that. No. The where he starts talking. Can you hear me now? So
yes,
I like this scene because he's telling Marco, I could leave this on in some places, and there's no guarantee that the power will last because it's so, that's the problem with parts of Europe is like old circuitry.
But here,
here he's got good connection. But I love that when he looks at me, he goes, I don't know.
That's the best line of
I believe you. but that's not going to save you. And he fucking turns it on and lets him be electrocuted to death. Oh my fucking God.
And this guy acts it so well. I also love the previous scene where he pretends to be the policeman in charge of collecting the money from them. And then he gets him, the one that he suspects is the guy that he's after, to say good luck.
Yeah, he gets him to say, he says, could you translate this for me? It means good luck. And he hears it. And then you go back to the recording and it's all going on inside his head.
Oh my God. The moment he said, I told you I will find you. The look on
You
the guy
you don't remember me, do you? We talked on the phone and the guy's like,
Yeah, but
oh shit.
no, the
He knows
moment
he's
I
fucked.
told you I'd find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Bill, absolutely. I want to watch Sketch. I have it already. I have it, a copy, and I'm wanting to watch that movie. It looks good. It's like a Twilight Zone written for kids.
Well,
And
I am
the
down to watch
family.
anything from Angel Studios.
Yeah, I like everything they put out, man. I've watched every film they put out. Not one bad film. Everything's good, like really good, well
And even
written.
the show, the Chosen One. Oh my God.
The Chosen One. I've not watched it yet, but I thought you were going to talk about the series about the apocalypse thing,
Oh
and
no.
it's a movie first, but with the plan to make a series. So they make a movie and then they release a series tied into the movie, and I like that, man. It's got one of my favorite actors in it. Let's see. Anybody going to figure out who the actor is?
What are we talking about here?
That apocalyptic series.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Well, the TV series is about after a nuclear war, and society is trying to survive, and they move onto a ranch to stay alive.
Oh,
Ringing any
the movie?
bells yet?
No, but it's okay. It's a movie with Neil McDonough.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. The actor in it is just fucking amazing. Is Neil McDonough? I fucking love that guy.
Yes.
And he is in the show. I think he's on the show and in the film. Homestead is the name of it. Really good. He has complained about how. Wait, what are we talking about here? I missed something. Let me check. I've been given that advice by my police family members. Oh yeah, pull them back in the house. Yeah, because the castle law is, unless you live in California or Washington or New York City or
You have to
Washington
flee.
D.C., they expect you to flee, not to defend yourself. If you defend yourself, you committed a crime. In those places. If you live in a city or state that's heavily blue, move to a red state or a purple state. You have a better chance of defending yourself if you have to.
Remember
I like that. Okay, hold on. After
just
he
shot the
shoots
wife.
his wife and he gets the information he wants, and he says, "Give my apologies to your wife." And I'm like, "Fuck, dude, that is how you're going to end that conversation?"
He's done with the guy. They used to be friends, but he's on the wrong side now. So,
Dude, he is so lucky he didn't end up dead.
I
he
know.
only
On
didn't
top of
because he
that,
has kids.
I guarantee you their marriage is over when she finds out what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Why this happened.
But the only reason he's not dead is his children.
Damien Dark, it was the only thing on the CW I thought was worth watching was when he was the villain in the Arrowverse. I like him. I fucking like Neil McDonough. I've liked him since 1994? Is that when he did Angels in the Outfield?
Oh no, I saw him for the first time in Band of Brothers.
Oh, I knew him way before that.
But however, he was Lieutenant Hawk in Star Trek First Contact.
Yeah, that was later too. But he was in a little movie, and I think it was 94, called Angels in the Outfield, a remake of a classic black and white film produced by Disney that I thought was a great little movie. And one, they only wanted actors with skills in baseball, actually can play baseball. And Neil McDonough was like Kurt Russell, like he could have gone pro. He's that good of a baseball player. And so he got cast in this movie as Whit Bass. He is like the nicest, most naive guy in the world. And he's just a sweetheart of a character. And he's got the twinkling fucking blue eyes, and he really used him in that movie. I fucking was sold on this guy. I'm like, he's fucking good. I like him as an actor. And if Neil McDonough's in your fucking movie or your TV show, I'm going to watch it. It'll at least be good for those things. This is some fucked up shit here. This place is scary. I guarantee
the whole movie is fucked up shit.
This is where they sell, modern slavery, sex slaves.
Yes, Bill, he was. Oh, Dum Dum.
Yes, he was. He's played Dum Dum.
But
That's
it's
right.
not rolling.
I stopped it because I wanted to talk about this. This is one of the scenes that makes me think, I think that Luc Besson is trying to tell us something here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So,
you know what I think?
I think that he is. I think he's got some problems. I think he's on that list of people who probably went to Epstein Island. I'm just telling you. But he fucks some people up here. And he's moving quickly because he knows he's down to the wire. And this is it. This is his last chance. Because once this is over, this event here, the chances of him finding her are null. Because she is here in the building and he knows it. So nobody gets in his fucking way. And he moves quickly. And they get him out there. They're drugged up. And they get him out there. And this one dude right here, he goes into the room. And I love the fact that he apparently knows that you're supposed to say, would you, like me to pour some more wine? He says, your champagne, sir. And he asks the question only a waiter would ask. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And may I serve? There it is. May I serve?
He does lose
Asking
it a bit when he
permission,
sees his daughter, though. He slips
Yeah,
out.
he starts pouring champagne all over the place. Yep, the Howling Commandos. Because one reason why is because he knows he's going to have to tell her that he's bent. And I'm telling you, I got shot because you're a corrupt political figure. There is a piss take on it when he rips the guy's arms off and then beats him with his own arms. That was absolutely a taken moment. That was him taking a piss on himself. I fucking love that movie. I laughed my butt off on that. I was shocked at how funny it was for me.
He's making him buy his daughter.
I love it when an actor plays a character that's taking himself seriously, but is clearly taking a piss on the genres and themselves. Leslie Nielsen did that. Leslie Nielsen was a dramatic actor. And that's why when he did like Airplane and The Naked Gun, the TV series Police Squad and all that, he was just having some fun because he got a great sense of humor in real life. Fucked up sense of humor, but a great sense of humor. I don't like that fucking movie. And I like David Fincher. I did not like that movie. People were like going on and on about it. and I'm like, if you want to talk the technical side of it, like cinematography or something, first of all, I cannot stand the overuse of the teal to orange ratio in color grading in film today. Fucking hate it.
They're just overdoing it now.
Oh, self-deprecating, you mean, Gambit. I know what you mean. Self-deprecating. Absolutely. I like that kind of humor. That's why, somebody will go to take a piss on me and I'll do it before they do. I'll take a piss on my ego in a heartbeat. I'm thinking. Best advice given to an actor was the young lady from the Scary Movie franchise. She was terrified to do comedy. Terrified. And she went to somebody with a lot of experience in doing comedy and said, what do you do? He says, you have to remove your ego. You can't have ego and do comedy and be funny. You have to be willing to be the butt of the joke, to look stupid. And he says, once you've conquered your ego and can do that, you'll do comedy. And she did. She's funny as shit. I think she's funny.
Anna,
I think one of the
right?
Anna Faris. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her. She did that really terrible movie with her future ex-husband, Chris Pratt, where they wanted to make a German movie at home.
Mm.
And he like eats all this really bad Mexican food. He goes, I saved that up for you. And she goes, you did that for me. I'm like, oh my God, this fucking movie's insane.
No, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but man, I do like my super girlfriend with her.
My problem was Uma Thurman. I can't stand her. I have problems with her. Now, when she's in the right thing, she's in Dexter, Resurrected. And I can tolerate her character in that. Because you're not supposed to like her. Because I just don't like her. Anyway, back to this movie. So I pause it so we can not get distracted. So this is the buildup, and I love this guy here. He's like, in this quietly. Gives him the order, kill it. Quietly.
This is what, for a moment, you think, okay, now he's done. He's not getting out of this situation.
It's like, how is he going to do this? And he fucks these people up, even though he is handcuffed.
And the dude outside is like, sends his other henchman in.
Will you go in there and remind them? I said,
people?
yeah. Do they know what the meaning of quietly is? And then he fucking just starts shooting him limb by limb in the elevator, just putting a round in his fucking legs, his arms. He's pretty much maimed this guy because every bullet round in a limb breaks bones.
Yeah.
This guy gets exactly what he deserves. I've got a family, I've got kids, and you do this. You do this.
Yeah.
You do this, and you're a father. And so I like it when he gets the information from him. He just fucking empties the gun into him.
We're watching this and
like
they say, oh, what they don't understand about quietly is they don't know how to die quietly. That's the problem.
Yep. Yeah, are you watching it too? Oh, no, you need to watch it. If you liked the original series of Dexter, but hated Deborah Morgan as a character and the actress that played her, because I can't stand her at all. I mean, I just want to start punching a baby when she starts talking. I cannot stand her voice. Deborah, and her fucking, like, always cussing to look tough, and it just sounds so phony. I hated her character. I kept praying she would die, and then I found out she was like involved in a relationship with me. Oh, she's never gonna die. And then they broke up, but then she still didn't die. And finally, they killed her at the end of the show, and I'm like, thanks a lot. And then they do a whole season without her, a new series, and it was awful. I'm like, fuck off. I don't like this. Oh, she was a horrible character, dude. And the actress, I can't stand her. She has one of those faces where one side of her face looks like it wants to escape the other side.
Ouch.
I always felt bad for the girl that had such a bad reputation. She just died. That was on Beverly Hills 90210 and the witch show with her sisters, and got fired from it
Yeah.
because, man, she was not pretty. And
A lot of people thought she was.
Yep.
I know
She-
many
and-
guys who really dug her.
And it was like I was watching an episode of Family Guy, and they made a joke about that it's like one side of her face is trying to escape the other side. And I stole that. I'm like, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard to describe somebody who has an off-center face where one side of the face is off from the other. And she has one of those faces. And it's like something you can't miss. It's not a symmetry issue. It's bizarre looking to me. She had Shannon Doherty. I feel bad for her. What a horrible way to die. And she was vilified. And I think she probably deserved it. But also the people that were vilifying her on that show, that witch show, they were bitches too.
Charmed.
Like, charmed. Oh, wait, what's this? She looks like she had jaw reconstruction surgery and got botched with the Joker chin. Yeah, there you go. You're onto it, Lady B. You should watch Kevin Pollak do Liam Neeson. Oh my God, I've seen him do it, Bill. First of all, I'm a big fan of Kevin Pollak. I have been since the 80s. He's one of those guys that was on my radar very quickly. He did a little movie that was about a kind of a rat race movie where they're all trying to get to this prize. And I fucking fell in love with him in that. I thought he was the funniest thing I ever seen. Then I saw his comedy act. And that scene where he did Star Trek with all those different people, because he does a great William Shatner, but then he does Peter Falk and all these other, like John Ignatowski from Taxi is so spot on, his impression of him, physical and everything. This is such a quick wrap up, by the way. This wrap up here, this final fight scene, the big boss scene, is so abrupt.
Can we talk about how he's going against traffic to catch up with that boat? That was insane.
Crazy fucking chase scene. Then he gets on that fucking boat and he just starts going through these guys, getting hurt in the process. But he's just murdering these guys. And then he gets into that room and the last big boss is there and he's got his daughter in his hands.
Some kind of shank or something.
We can negotiate. And he just fucking puts a bullet in his head without even hesitation.
Next to his daughter's head.
We can negotiate, and just fucking shoots him so quickly. It's over. Like that. That's it. It's over.
He has his daughter with a knife to her throat and he just shoots the guy.
Yeah.
So
that to me was one of the single most realistic moments, because a guy that trained would absolutely nail that shot.
Oh yeah.
11 Alpha. Oh my
That's how you drive
Oh
a
my
Paris. Look, I've been in Paris, dude. I'm telling you, that place is nuts. Okay, I will tell you this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. The person who created the roundabout should have been taken out and shot. And to anybody who today still likes roundabouts should be taken out and flogged. They should be absolutely voted out of office. They're the worst thing on this planet, roundabouts. Because you're going to create something that is going to test the skill of some of the worst fucking drivers on the planet. And I'm telling you, there are a few drivers on this planet I don't like to be around than Parisian drivers. I said it. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Been there. So this shootout, look at all those bullet holes. I mean, so much gunfire. And it's happening so fast. This is a fast scene.
It's not just guns; it's knives too.
Yeah, knife fighting. Oh my god, this scene is so fucking intense.
And he did
And
a
it
ton of his
is
own stunts. That's what impresses me. In his 50s, doing his own stunts.
56 years old. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man. Oh. Yeah. That's why when I saw the 4th John Wick movie, Alpha, I wanted to stop watching it right there at the Arc de Triomphe scene. I'm like, fuck that.
Well, you
This
guys
is
are not
bullshit.
used to roundabouts. You don't have a lot of them over there. So
Yeah, we have them here. Fuck yeah, we do. I hate
We
them.
have
Really?
them here in Mexico too.
I'm fine with them. My problem is the drivers around me.
never drive in
And-
Austria. The tiniest villages have them. It's crazy. We have them where they're not really needed.
Yeah, she was fighting other bitches, Lady V. I absolutely get that. I totally get that. It's funny, the pot calling the kettle black. Oh, here it is, right here. We can negotiate. Bam, bullet in the head, and he goes back. And I'm like, that's it. It's over. I'm like, oh, there's no big final boss fight. Oh, okay, he just fucking shot him. All right, I like that. Yeah, every single one of those officials who thought that was a good idea should be taken out, flogged, and removed from office. Public flogging should be a thing. I do love that. But there it is. That's it. That's all you got. Sorry, buddy. Negotiate with my bullet. See if that helps.
Yeah. And his daughter's like, you came for me. He said he would. Of course he did. She's going to listen to what he says now.
Look, I'm going to tell you something that you learn as a cat owner. Never have more than 2 female cats. It's the same thing with women. I will never go out again or disobey you ever again, Daddy.
I have 4 daughters, my wife, my mother-in-law, and 4 female cats.
I bet there was a lot of fighting. A lot of the thing about girls is some of the nasty ways they fight, emotional stuff.
I have 2 half sisters on my mom's side who are like 2 years apart in age, and they were great together. Always.
Well, you're
They
talking
lived
blood
together after
relation.
moving out.
I'm talking about when you get women that are not fucking related. And it's the same thing with cats. You should never have like 3 female cats because shit's going to go down. Territorial shit.
Depends. It depends.
I got 4, I'm telling you, and well,
If they
3
get along and you have enough room, it's fine.
We have a problem. There's a problem here.
Well, yeah, that's
That's
too
what
many
I'm telling
cats in a small house.
well,
Female.
it helps that 3 of the 4 females are daughters of the other one, so they have been
You
together
can't
since.
compare having more than 2 to having 20, Gary.
I had oh my God, I'm so done with this conversation. I just wanted to fucking make a
started it.
comment and move on. No, I just wanted to make the comment and move on. So, to finish up this fucking movie. And it's like, well, we're gonna make a big thing out of this. It's like, look, man, I know that there are problems with females and females in groups. And I've seen how girls fight in real life. So you guys are like, but my special situation is like, fuck off with that. God almighty.
You are going from
Create
your
a
special
conversation that doesn't need to take place, because what I'm saying is not true, but it's not absolutely true every situation, but it's not true. So God, man. So the character arcs in this story are really only the mom and the daughter. They're the only ones who learned a fucking lesson for their fucking behavior in this film. And they learn to appreciate the guy that they shit on, especially the mom. I also had a cat named Beaker. He was named Beaker not for the Muppet, but because when he sat down, he looked like a beaker. And he lived with 4 dogs. And the dogs learned to fight like cats, and my cat learned to fight and play like a dog. It was the most bizarre thing I'd ever seen in my life. It was awesome. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I have a new appreciation for you. I'm so sorry I ever made you feel awful all the fucking time, because I guarantee you she did that to him all the time.
Oh yeah. That's the reason they divorced.
What's this? They can either lift each other up or fight for the crown. But yeah, there you go. And it's like in my family. I have sisters, and they're fucking awful. They're constantly, if they are not talking shit about each other when they're not around, about who's the matriarch of our fucking family, they are together tearing the rest of us apart. And it led to me finally telling my sisters to their faces, if I weren't related to you, I'd have nothing to do with you. Let me know when somebody dies and I'll come for the funeral. But past that, we have nothing to talk about. And the only time I contact, and you know this, is if I need information about the past on something. Because I just can't stand them. I can't stand them. I love them, can't stand them. So there we are. That's the movie Taken. I do like this movie.
Ends with him taking her to that singer's house. And the vocal
So she
coach,
can learn to sing.
coach is there.
Yeah. And if
That's
she's
really nice.
good, she
She'll
will
have a
hook
career.
her up with a career. Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Have you? No, I'm sure I have. I don't remember it offhand right now. What happens, Alpha? There you go. That's the rest of the world, Lady V. My sisters are fucking awful. I can talk to my sister Michelle, but she has schizophrenia. So I'm limited to how long I can talk to her, because if she's having an episode, I don't want to talk to her. Yeah, the biggest mistake she made is trying to do surgery, and they fucked her face up. I feel bad for her. And again, it's Hollywood. Hollywood makes women feel like they're not of value when they start to age. And some women, actors grow into it. Like Jessica Tandy was one of those actors. She went from playing young and beautiful to being somebody's grandma or mother and then grandma. She accepted it. Yeah, we will be talking about that this week. And it is so sad we lost Jim Lovell. The guy was fucking 93 years old, man. In fact, when he died, I went, he was still alive? I thought Buzz Aldrin was like the last of that crew, because he's such a quiet guy, Jim Lovell. He's kept a private life. Yeah, you have not fucking, like, Jesus Christ, the shit women say to each other. You know, they are the masters of the backhanded compliment. When you hear me make jokes giving backhanded compliments, I didn't learn that from a guy. I learned that from girls giving backhanded compliments. You look really good in that dress for your size. I did that to Zoe one time, where I remember she came in. I said, "Oh my God, you are so beautiful. I don't know how you pull it off with such a big nose." It was funny as hell. Her reaction, put her hand over her nose. She goes, "Dad!" I'm sorry, baby, you got my nose. Yeah, schizophrenia, man, oh man. I'm telling you, people like that can deal with that. It's hard. I've had to deal with it twice in my life with people. I'm just telling you, man, schizophrenia. And my daughter, not my daughter, my sister of all people, man. We were so close when we were kids, and as an adult, I hard. It is hard to spend time with her or talk to her because you never know which Michelle you're going to get. You don't. Are you going to get Michelle that's having a schizophrenic episode? Are you going to have normal Michelle who's on her medication? Or are you going to get Michelle that's self-medicating and going into a cycle? Because she cycles too. And I remember my brother Michael, my brother who passed away, I went over to talk to him and he says, Michelle's just here. And I went, yeah? And he goes, and he started crying because he didn't know how to handle it. She was talking in Seussian rhymes. She was in a cycle, schizophrenic loop. And she couldn't speak in normal sentences. Everything has to rhyme. And it was the first time he ever had to deal with it. That was the first time. So, yeah. And I don't want to go dark, but like I got so frustrated with my sister Michelle. We got all the kids in the backyard around the pool at my sister Luann's house. This is in Gilbert, right outside Phoenix, still part of metropolitan Phoenix. Phoenix has grown so big, it's absorbed all the little towns and villages. It's all part of metropolitan Phoenix. It's like Oklahoma City. And Oklahoma City is like the biggest city in the United States as far as size goes. And what it did, it just kept growing and absorbing all the communities around it. But, we're in the backyard, and it's nighttime. And Luann got up to go in the house to get something to drink. And I'm out there by myself with my sister, Michelle. And she goes off to a corner of the backyard, and the kids are running around the pool. These are little kids to 14, 15-year-olds, just kids, just having fun around the pool. And she goes off in a corner and she starts to light up. And I'm like, Michelle, what are you doing? And she's, I thought I'd like, and I realized it's not a cigarette. She's getting ready to smoke weed around the kids. And I'm like, the kids are out here, man. Go somewhere else. She said, oh, it's okay for them. I'm like, no, it's not. It's definitely not for my kid. I said, go around the corner. But she's like this. She has no filter. She has no idea. It's part of what goes with it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I don't talk about this shit. I don't really want to most of the time, but it came up, and so here I am talking about it. Schizophrenia is not easy to deal with in your family. Luann and I had to have her committed at one point. We had her committed. And man. And then they got her medicated and she normalized for a while. And then she cycles. And so I got a message from my sister, Luann, not too long ago. And she says, Michelle called. She wants your phone number. I said, does the rule still stand? And this rule's been there since the 90s. I said, yeah, do not give her my phone number. I don't want her calling me. She can talk to me through Facebook. She can call me on Facebook. I don't want her having my phone number. She and my other brother, Jim, are not allowed to have my phone numbers. Looks kind of Stepford. What are we talking about here?
Weapons.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. We're going to talk about it after Martin sees it on Saturday. I've invited Nadia. What?
I'm watching it today.
Oh, no, we're going to talk about it on Saturday. And you said no today. And I'm like, we're not doing it on Saturday? I thought we were doing it. Anyway, so, okay, I get what you're saying now. All right.
He made it sound like he's going to see it on Saturday and then we talk about it.
No, we're going to talk about it on Saturday.
Yeah, I know.
And I've got it scheduled. I've invited Nadia and Greg from Vanzi to join us and do a little show talking about the film. We're not going to get non-spoiler review. We're going to talk about the film without talking about the film. And I was surprised. I fucking liked it. I fucking liked that movie.
You're not the only one, Bill. I don't need to see it. Gary told me what it's about. I don't.
Oh, it gets gory. It gets gory.
You know, I don't have a problem with that.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I will admit I was cheering when it happened. This one scene, I was like, I wanted to get off my ass and jump up and go, yes.
It's the zombie possessed things that I just don't dig.
I don't want to go into it. Don't tell that. Don't say that.
No, I'm just saying it's not the gore that I don't want to do it. It's the other aspect of horror that takes me out.
I tell people, look, if you enjoyed not American version, but the original Grimm's fairy tales that can have dark endings, this movie's for you. Weapons.
I don't think I've ever read one of the originals. I know that they were.
When I
don't
found
think I
out
ever got my hands on one.
I was reading the homogenized version as a kid, I immediately went out and I wanted to read it. And so I went to the library. My dad, he would always take me to the library. Spent a lot of time in the library, public library as a kid. I went to the funeral of the fucking librarian, my hometown. I'm close friends to this day with the librarian of my dad's hometown, Ruth. We're still friends, fucking love libraries, man. I spent my youth in bookstores, magazine racks, and fucking libraries. And I'm telling you, man, Grimm's fairy tales, when you get the original stuff, oh man, why they had to change it in America, I'll never know. I never understood that. Kids can handle that stuff. Ick movie is horror in a sliver kind of way, but not blood and guts gory. I think I remember seeing the trailer for that or a teaser for it. I'm done with all the loving and amusing characters that we've loved and cherished as children being turned into horror psychopaths. Now, what I'm tired of, Gambit, is taking villains and trying to make them good guys by Disney. And leave those characters to what they are. They're fucking villains. They aren't misunderstood. They're misanthropes. And stop trying to do that. When someone goes, well, they did it with Star Wars. I went, well, Star Wars, Darth Vader is a villain. He's a villain who didn't start out as a villain. And he had a son who believed in him and helped him, but he still had to die.
Unpopular opinion here. In my eyes, Vader is not redeemed. Anakin is not redeemed. One single act doesn't take back all the shit that he did.
Oh, he's murdered a lot of people. I don't think he's a good guy anymore. That one act of saving Luke saves him for the rest of the world because he should still be executed for what he did. But the fact is, for a son's love and the limited experience he's had with his dad, he won and he got his dad back. And that's all that fucking matters. Story.
I concur. What bothers me is all the people say, no, he was redeemed at the end. No, he wasn't.
No, he's still a fucking murderer. He's still guilty of killing all those people.
Alderaan?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to see Nobody 2.
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? No way I'm missing that movie. It says we all know how villains are made. And so anyway, the thing about Anakin is that he was duped and tricked into to believe things. But the thing is when you see the prequel trilogy, he kind of looks like a fucking asshole to me. I just think George Lucas is a terrible writer. I think that he's a good idea guy, and he needs to hand shit over to other people that know how to write.
Yes, he failed in his portrayal of the shit that happened to Anakin.
Yeah, and Anakin should have been just like Luke, because he says, I like circular storytelling. It's important. He does it all the time. He does. He loves circular storytelling. And what does he do? He makes Anakin a little kid. Anakin should have been like Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and been too old. And that would have been circular storytelling. I fucking, whatever, George Lucas. I fucking hate his executive producer.
And that would have justified the reluctance of Yoda in training Luke at the Empire.
Exactly. Lucas, no. Yeah, I don't even want to go into that, buddy. I fucking hated the sequels. And I was okay at first with The Force Awakens if they had gone somewhere with it and brought the three together. But when they killed Han Solo in that movie, and I can't help it, I did cry, but I cried because of my childhood, not because of what they did in the movie. Like, it was written really well. I thought it was a stupid death. It was a stupid death. It was a pointless death. It's not like he's going to become a Force ghost. Well, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi. No, he's not. No, I didn't hear that. Well, it's because they need Transformer movies to make money. And his movies make money.
God knows why.
So and Mark Hamill, that dude's fucking off his rocker. He's insane. And people kept going, oh man, he broke my heart when he was like, no, he was always that way. Stop liking actors in their personal lives. Focus on their skills as an actor and stop trying to find out about them as people, because the odds are you're not going to like it. Fuck Kathleen Kennedy. She never had it. She was never talented. She was tied to talented people. Although I still say my problem with Spielberg, he doesn't understand irony. The first big movie he does is Jaws, which is chock full of irony, but that's not because of him. I don't think
it was accidental.
It was because it's in the script. It's in the script that way. I mean, first of all, one of my favorite ironic things about Jaws is you get a guy who's terrified of the water, becomes a police officer on an island where he's got to go to the beach. And he doesn't. Brody doesn't get in the water, making fun of him because they know he doesn't like the water. Oh, for making him younger? Yeah.
The guy
that did that worked with Quarter Crew. And it's the video he did with Quarter Crew got him hired by Industrial Light and Magic. So he's the one that went in there and did the Mando scenes with Luke Skywalker, which was pretty good. I actually liked season 1 and season 2. It's season 3 when Kathleen Kennedy was brought back, because Bob Chapek had actually managed to get her away from Star Wars and had her working on other stuff. So she wasn't there to devil Jon Favreau. And but the minute Bob Iger came back, first thing he did, it's like, what are you doing? Why is she over there? No, we're not doing any of that shit. Come back to Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy. And then we got season 3. And thank you, Bob Iger, you fucking cocksucker. Fuck that guy. YouTuber did, yeah, good that one. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, guys. I love this movie. I do. I like this one. Not a big fan of the second or third, but I have watched them. I don't think they're anywhere near as good. But I loved seeing Liam Neeson get paydays. Finally make some real money. It's always good when you see somebody make it. And he's never gotten an ego over it. He's a very humble dude. Good Irishman. And I am absolutely a Liam Neeson fan. I fucking loved him since '86. I think it was the first time I saw him in something.
Kroll. I think Kroll was the first one.
I don't
may
know what
be
you're talking
wrong.
about.
Kroll. Krull. He was one of the
Kroll.
bandits. Yeah.
Okay, it sounded like you're saying Crow, and I'm like, I don't remember him in the Crow, and that was in the '90s.
Potato.
So Kroll, he was in that, and he was in Excalibur. And right off the bat, and by the way, I still love that story because it's while making that film that he met Helen Mirren, and they had a very intimate relationship. They fucked around and then moved in together, and had a great fucking relationship. And so they're sitting there together on Graham Norton, and Graham Norton says, "You two used to date." She goes, "Date, dear? We lived together." And so he talks about the first time he saw her. He says, we just got on the set, first time for the movie Excalibur. And he says, I'm there with my best mate, as he calls him, Carrie and Hind, because they are like friends from way back. And Carrion's there with him. And the director, John Borman, says, "Oh, do you want to meet Helen Mirren?" And they turn and look, and she's got that one outfit on in that movie, the really fucking hot sheer one, and starts walking towards him. And this is the first time she'd ever heard this story. She's sitting next to him as he's telling this story. He says, and Carrion and I said at the same moment, "Fuck." They were so in awe of her walking, and she just laughed. She thought that was funny. I never heard that. I never heard that story. He goes, "Yeah, we both knew, man. One of us is in trouble."
Guys, I need to get going here.
Yeah. I'm kind of on a
Thanks all. Pleasure to see
schedule
everyone
too.
on panel and chat. Take it easy and have some fun. You too, Cam. Everybody have a great day today. I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us. Snorty was first in the house today. Emmanuel was here early on, 11 Alpha. Gambit and Emmanuel and Regis are two of my favorite French people. I fucking love those two. 11 Alpha, Gambit, Penny, Cam's Crash Courses, Kingsport Cal, Lady V, and of course Bill Barkley. I want to thank all you guys for hanging out with us. It was fun, just chatting. Everybody, I hope you have a good Monday and the rest of your week. We'll see you again on Wednesday for another little film called Apollo 13.
Film, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little film by Ron Howard. It was an indie film that he did. And a film that helped launch Bill Paxton's career. Because if he hadn't made that film, he wouldn't have got the next role. That made him a star. And so thank you, Tom Hanks. So we are out of here, guys. Everybody have a great day today. And see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.